What's up, traders? Hope you all doing well. It's Wade from MeyerFx Trading, as you all know. Today, I'm not here to do the whole breakdown of gold, US 30. Technically, I'm just on gold at this current moment. But just want to speak about something more or less, you know, the things that mentally us traders go through regarding the difficulty actually just to not take trades. So, yeah, but firstly, I haven't been here in a very, very long time on YouTube or on any platform in a very, very long time, especially when it came to trading. A lot has happened. And yeah, you guys, some of you might know, some of you might not. I actually got married, so that's a very, very big thing for me. A few years ago, I never thought this day would actually happen where I could actually say, listen here, I'm engaged and married. So yeah, it's something to take in. I'm still taking it in. It's fairly new, but I'm happy with my choice. I'm happy that I'm married, and there's a lot of things as well happening behind the scenes. But other than that, I've been good. Been going to the gym, been taking trades, actually passed my FTMO account. So a lot of positive things has happened, but as well positive negatives as well. But the negatives, it takes how you take it every day. Right, went to the gym, injured my shoulder. Days came where I had not migraines, but it's like I couldn't sleep. I do have difficulty sleeping in general, but when it came to the point where it's affecting my health, it's affecting the way that I'm, how much energy I have in the gym, how much amount of energy I have during the day, which is draining, especially the times that I used to actually sit in front of the charts and trade, where I couldn't actually focus. And not just because I couldn't focus, but like I was drained every single day. So that as well happened. Whether, I don't know why, but it just happened. But other than that, backstory, the last few months that I haven't been here, that's about it. I've just been focusing on myself, been trying to improve myself as a human being, as a man, as a husband, as a friend, as a brother. So there's a lot of things that I went through, you know, positive, other than the negative. But yeah, the reason why I'm here today is to speak to you guys of as traders, to sit on our hands, to not take trades. And it gets frustrating, right? I'm sure some of you know that the frustrating part of not putting or entering in a trade, maybe not for the day, maybe not for the last 2 3 days, maybe for the whole week, sometimes two, especially when you had your previous week as a red day or red week, whether it's a lot, whether it's a little bit, whether you broke even, but not a positive regarding green week where you're actually sitting in profit for that week. So now you're sitting 1 week where you haven't technically made money or you lost money, and now you're sitting with another week where you're sitting on your hands just because the setups just don't want to match the strategy that you have. So I know it's difficult as traders. All I want to say is push through, don't give up. If you do sit on your hands, just walk away from the charts before you start making a mistake, before you start putting in entries, before you start seeing setups that are not good A plus setup trades, right? And there was a time, if I'm not mistaken, last year or the beginning of the year, I'm not sure, but where I actually looked for setup, like the setup looked perfect, but it wasn't. Why? Because I was dealing with my whole insomnia thing, that I couldn't sleep, dealing with stress. There was a wedding to plan, there was a lot to do, where I started making very, very stupid mistakes just because I didn't want to sit on my hands, just because I didn't want, or just because I wanted to look for a trade. I wanted to actually just have a trade for the day, but not knowing that that trade maybe turned into a negative trade. Maybe there were one or two that were, nice, good trades, but at the end, overall, it was mostly just negative, unnecessary trades that I put in. Sometimes two trades can make up for 8 days of losses, right? Depending on your risk to reward. But the point of the matter is, why should you have put in that 4 trades in that you lost, or 8 trades, just to make it up again? Because now technically you just broke even. So it's stupid. So just to I know it's going to be a very short video, technically is, but sometimes it's good to sit on your hands, not make any trades, wait for the perfect setup, even if it takes 2 weeks, right? Because maybe from that 2 weeks that you were sitting in your hands, there's a whole 2 weeks that you actually eat trades, maybe every second day, or maybe every day, depending if you're a scalper, day trader, or swing trader, up to you. But moral of the story: don't chase trades. Stay positive. Do not give up on trading. It will work, and it will, you will bear the fruits of trading sooner or later. Whether it takes you a year, five, some people a little bit longer, but you know, if you come to the point where you're not chasing the money, where you're actually just happy to see the setup, the way the market's moving, that your strategy is actually playing out the way it's supposed to, and from there on out, the profits will come, right? It will come, definitely, it really will. And you know, through the trading industry, you see people with their Ferraris, their Lambos, the big houses, and you see those that had it and lost it all, whether they were, you know, faking it, because there's a lot, especially in South Africa, or just actually really lost it because they were struggling from there on out. Maybe they sit on their hands, or they're over trading, or they're over leveraging. There's so much things that can cause a negative and for you to actually blow your whole account, and it happens with a lot of people. I'm not going to mention any names, but I mean, it happens, right? It happened to me. So all I can say is take out the positive and not the negative out of it, or take out the positive out of it and leave the negative. I don't know if that made sense, but you guys, I'm sure you know what I mean. So rather stay positive, learn from your mistakes, and do not make the same mistakes twice or three times, because it's just gonna tend to work out in the negative again. So do not go, ooh, I was lucky. Actually work out your strategy, sit on your hands when you need to, take the trade when you need to, and if it doesn't, how can I say, if it misses your entry and the market moves, leave it. Close your laptop, move on. Or if you know you take 2 or 3 trades a day, if you know, okay, that was your second trade, you lost, take the third. But don't risk too much. And when you do risk, obviously they don't say the more you risk, the more you're gonna make. Definitely. But like, I mean, what I'm coming to is, don't overtrade and do not force your setups. Right? I don't know if I'm repeating myself. I think I did. But yeah, guys, do not give up. It's gonna work out in the end. Stay in the gym, stay fit, work on yourself. And if people are negative around you, let them go. You know, we do not need negativity in our life. Whether you're a trader, whether you're doing day to day 94 work days, doesn't matter. Negativity out of your life. Stay positive. Anyway, guys, I'm done mumbling, bumbling. But yeah, hope you guys have an amazing week further on, amazing weekend. And hopefully you guys get to see me a little bit more often. Alrighty, guys. MeyerFx out. Love you all.